y'all, it's Maddie from the Itty Bitty Homestead Committee. Y'all, I feel like I keep giving you bad news on top of bad news on top of bad news, and it's been a week. It's been an interesting week. If some of you saw my community tab post, we had a blizzard, we lost some kits, we have had the strangest week, and it's been a time, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of it's kind of a sad moment, but I want it more to be like a little heartfelt kind of moment because our Champagne d'Argent Belle had a litter finally, and she had placental abruption, and we lost almost the entire litter. So I went out at 3 in the morning and I just found a bunch of dead kits on the wire, and at first I thought she had lost every single one of them, and I had found a single kit who was cold, kind of hidden by the box on the wire but kind of in the back, and it was barely moving, and I scooped it up, I brought it into the house, and I started to revive it. So I wanted to kind of show you what happened, and I'm gonna warn you there are a couple of like little graphic moments, but I wanted to introduce you to Lucky, the only surviving kit out of our Champagne Belle and Moose Man. So let's hop into it. So these are Lucky's siblings who, if you look at them, if you see they're covered in blood, and if you look at their faces have a lot of blood as well. And I talked to a vet friend who I sent pictures and videos to. She said it was likely from a placental abruption. I asked her if there could have been anything we could have done for these kits, and she said no, odds are mom got freaked out by something during labor and delivery, and the kits were delivered too fast and it pulled the placenta off the wall, or it could be something completely entirely different, but they were probably stillborn and there would have been nothing we could do. So that was a bit of a sad moment, but for next time, we're hoping that something like this won't happen again. We're going to rebreed Belle to Moose Man and try again for more champagnes. And here I was just showing the blood pooled in the nails. So I have said before, if your kit is warm and gone and they have blood in the nails, that's kind of how you can tell there's nothing else you can do. Not gonna lie, this was before I talked to my friend, and I was panicking, just trying to save everyone. I had them in warm water, just trying to revive them as if they were just frozen kits on the wire. Like I said, this was before I talked to my friend, but if you look here, I was going through all of the bags and just waiting for some kind of life. But despite the fact we couldn't revive Lucky's siblings, we still have Lucky, and he was very lethargic, very slow to come back to life, but we got him there and we put him in a container full of dryer lint just to keep him warm and happy because he didn't have any siblings, and we were just kind of waiting for one of our other does to have babies. But this is Mr. Lucky, and as you can see, he's not very wiggly. And that was really scary because when you bring kits back from being frozen, sometimes it takes them a while to come back, or sometimes they just fade off. So we were really lucky with him that he easily came back too. Now, because I was worried about him, I did whip up some milk replacer for him so that I could get him fed, because I figured if he was already going through what he did, he was going to need a little bit of energy, and to get his blood sugar up. I was kind of mad at myself. I didn't have heavy whipping cream on hand like I normally do, so instead I used goat's milk. I got that pulled up into our syringe, and I got Mr. Lucky fed. He drank about 5 ml or so of formula, which for a newborn is a good bit.
So when it comes to these syringes, I don't squirt the milk into the mouth directly. I put it in front of the mouth and let it slowly bubble so that the bunny has to suckle at it. If you push the milk into the mouth with this kind of syringe, you will cause the kit to aspirate. So I just do it this way. I found is the best way to feed newborns. I know a lot of people like the little kitten bottles, but this is definitely my preferred way because a lot of times with the kitten nipples, they're too big for the newborn bunnies to get their mouths around. Plus, it doesn't really come out fast enough, and some of them can get kind of frustrated. After I got Lucky fed, I took a damp, warm cloth and I started cleaning him because his mother hadn't done that yet and he was still covered in birthing material. It's also very important if you do have bottle babies that you clean their genital areas because it helps them to exude their waste and it keeps that area clean so they don't get clogged up. Normally, Mommy Rabbit would do this for them, but because Lucky at this time did not have a Mommy Rabbit to do it for him, I did it for him because we want clean, happy, healthy kids. And because this is a bit of a feel-good story, I wanted to show y'all Lucky today. He is about 3 days old, and he is the largest baby in our Californian litter with Kesha. And there are 9 other babies in here, so he has some foster siblings to kind of hang out with, and he is doing really, really well with them. And I am so happy that he has adapted the way he has. And I just wanted to show you, this is our little foster mom. Her name is Kesha, and she is being a wonderful mommy.
So yeah, that's a bit of a feel-good moment, just from a standpoint of we had one kid survive something that was really horrible, and then also survive freezing and then being brought back and now being raised with Californians. I'm really hoping that Lucky is a girl so that if need be, we do have a replacement for Belle. That being said, we now know that Belle still is able to have kits. We're going to rebreed her to Moose, and hopefully next month she will have a better experience with birthing these kits. But I want to thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.